This is a book you're going to want to get, The Comprehensive Guide to Raising Chickens from Backwoods Homes magazines. I've been subscribed to Backwoods Homes for a while, and I don't have a homestead or anything like that. At some point, we'll downsize, and I'll go back to raising chickens. It's been a long time. I mean, my mom, my dad, we had chickens back in the hippie days of the old family scan back on Peaks Island, and I frankly don't remember that much about them. I remember going to get the eggs and stuff, and I just frankly just don't remember that much about them. My neighbor's back next door neighbor's dog ate one of our chickens or something like that, and I think my dad and him came to fisticuffs or something. I don't remember, but chickens are a wonderful source of nutrients, eggs, meat, the whole thing. I don't know the first thing how to raise them, but I just bought this book, and you should as well because it's on sale. Look, man, at the end of the day, the one thing you're going to have to do is learn how to make your own food. There is going to be a food issue coming. I don't know, hyperinflation, I don't know. But if there's anything we learned about the pandemic, then what happened in Texas is the just-in-time inventory works like a charm until it doesn't. And you're relying on, essentially you're relying on big government for your grid, your electricity and power and your heat. Ugh. And they're wanting to ban wood stoves and stuff to keep you in their freaking under their heel for sure. But the facts are, if you don't have food, you're SOL, man. How are you gonna get food? I mean, just how food shortages happen throughout history, and you just throughout history have people lining up to get food. Is that gonna happen? I don't know, but I do know a couple things. It's cheaper if you do it yourself. It's healthier in so many different ways. And it tastes better. So we just got to get prepared for the idea that there is going to be the Great Reset is upon us. Now, the World Economic Forum, I think they might be a little bit too quick here on the trigger. I think they're worried about Trump winning re-election again, so they drew quicker than they wanted to. I fully believe that. But be it as it may, the facts are the World Economic Forum, Davos crowd, they're running the show. And you can sit there and yell at the moon, or you can say, all right, well, I get it. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to escape from that crap, and I'm just going to have to become a little bit more self-sufficient. Might not be able to grow all my own stuff, but if you can grow some of your own chickens and some of your own vegetables, you're going to be a lot better. And then warm yourself when it gets cold. You're going to be a better place than most people out there. So you want to buy this book right here, Comprehensive Guide on Chickens, 25% off. Housing, feeding, watering, hatching, and raising chicks, caring for chickens, mistakes, butchering, preserving eggs, and chicken meat recipes. And you see, look at the friendly, I guess that's a rooster, right? I don't know the first thing about chickens. It's been a long time. I'm looking forward to getting back and doing this for sure. We didn't even have I don't think we had. We just put them in the garage. We had an old freestanding garage, not attached garage, a freestanding garage that we used to keep them in. Man, I don't remember that much. They got one on chickens, goats, canning. But anyway, so you click on this link, and I'll put this link in the show notes, and you get the oops, I guess you can see my home address. Oh no, everyone's gonna come, but you can see my address. You get the thing for 25. Oh, let's go to shop here. Hold on a sec. I go back and pause it real quick. So here's the chickens right there. You want to subscribe to the magazine, you can. Emergency and Preparedness Survival. Where's that one on goats? I miss it. I think I bought the one on goats. There's another one I wanted to see that they had in here. Where was it? I got one on firearms, canning, cookbook, chickens we just talked about, goats. Didn't they want to have one on pigs? No, I can't remember. Gardening, right here, gardening one. Definitely buy that one for sure. So lots of, just a freaking plethora of wonderful material in here. I'm just such a big fan of these guys. They got solar greenhouses, whatnot. Solar kits right here, rabbits and quail. You got this lady canning class. Look at that. Cows, hatch your own eggs, just all kinds of stuff. It was wonderful. I just, self-reliance, man. It's coming. I still think I got my man, Grass-Fed Life. Yeah, so my man Darby Simpson. I'm hoping to get him to interview one of these days. He's just a busy guy out in Indiana. He's doing if I can get this to work. There we go. So we got Darby Simpson, raising pigs for profits, and this is nothing to do with Backwoods Home magazine, but this is Raising Pigs for Profit, the online course, and I'll put links to show notes. I mean, it's for freaking $200, man. Why not? Interest in starting a livestock farm, don't have a lot of money to invest, don't have a lot of land. If so, then pigs are a great starting point. So lots of good stuff in here, my friends. I think you've got to take some time right now to learn some of the basis of doing stuff, because if you don't, and you're relying on big daddy government, the facts are cancel culture is real. It's not because you said something about Bruce Jenner or whatever the hell. It's because they don't want independent thought. And they don't need to control every single person. They just need to control the majority. And as we can see, the majority is willing to be controlled. And so if you're not willing to be controlled, you're going to have to provide for yourself. And food is, shelter, food, heat, what I'm saying, water, are the ways to do it, man. And you just got to learn how to do it. And that'll be a skill set that you need to have going forward. I truly believe that. If not, that's great. And you wasted $200 on learning something. Is that the worst thing that ever happened? I don't think so. All right, we'll see you.